Buongiorno, benvenuti a tutti. Hello and welcome to all. This is Liz and this is what I'm getting. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to start this weekly update, political, current events. So I'll do this on Saturday. We'll just do general topics and what's going on in the news. Current events are my thing. So let's get started. Let me see what else is going on. I'm reading my notes here. I made a whole bunch of notes. Fall is here. I'm a summer girl. Not on the calendar. A calendar, by the way, that was made up by Julius Caesar, and we're still using it to this day. But at least here on the East Coast, you can already start to feel the shift because we had so little rain this summer. Leaves are already starting to change. Go into the park, there are acorns everywhere. And unfortunately, it's also pumpkin spice season. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of pumpkin spice. Can't these corporations come up with something new? It's just the same thing year in and year out. I say boycott the pumpkin spice. Let me see, what else do I got here? Oh, and before we move on, let me just say there's Ella. Like and subscribe, share. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just an old lady with her tarot cards, her dog, and there's my cat back there. Still sitting there from the last video. So let me see, what else are we going on here? Let me see. Oh yes, I am still working on the website. I am going to have all the elections, all the individual elections for the states, just for the House and Senate and some of the bigger state races like governor, mayor of Los Angeles. And I'll have that, and we'll see. How close are my predictions? I've had a couple people, and thank you very much, asking me about personal readings. I will be starting something. Probably after the midterms, where you can, for, $10, you can ask me one question, 22, something like that. And also, I'm also going to start up pet readings. Talking to animals is the house specialty. And one of these days, if anybody's ever interested, I can go and tell my story. Let's see. Yes, but the election is, as I said, it's we will keep the House and we will keep the Senate. GOP just keeps handing it to us. First with Roe versus Wade, and now Cruz and some of these other idiots are going to start suing. How more ridiculous can you be? These are all the same guys. People who took, who had no problem taking PPP loans, and, which were all forgiven, so they didn't have to pay any of that stuff back. But some poor person, with drowning in student loan debt, can't cut them a break. Student loan, I think it will happen at some point. Student loans need to be restructured. These people just cannot get out from under it because they're just, all they're doing is paying interest. They're not even paying down the principal. So they just keep paying and paying and paying and paying. So the student loans need to be restructured where, they can actually pay it down. Let's see. And that will happen. Probably we'll start working on maybe the new Congress. They may even be working on it now, but it will happen. Let's see. I'm also on Instagram. I will put at the Daily Animal Dispatch. I put all my animal rights and vegan stuff there. And also, this is what I'm getting now. That's where I put all my tarot, witchy, goth stuff. So you can follow me there. Let's see, what else? Oh, upcoming field trips. I was supposed to go to the American Museum of Natural History last week, but that ended up not happening. So I've rescheduled because it's by entry. You have to make a reservation. I'm going to go October 3rd to the shark exhibit. Just a fun thing to do because whatever's going on, you still got to live life, go out and have fun. So that's just going to be a fun exhibit. Merchant House, which is a Victorian home, which is now a museum here in New York City. It's also supposed to be incredibly haunted. Holzer Files and Ghost Hunters both investigated there. I will see if I can get any EVPs on my own. And also, we have a Victorian cemetery here in Newark. I think it's Mount Prospect Cemetery. It's an old Victorian cemetery, and I will be going. I've been there a few times. It's very interesting. And see if we can maybe get some EVPs, because I would like to also get into ghost hunting. So these are just upcoming field trips. I've been putting them off because I've just been waiting for the weather to cool down. I think a cemetery in the fall, I think, is way creepier. Okay, let me see what else in my notes here. Put my readers on. Serena Williams, retiring from tennis. What an icon. Really, just what she's done for black female athletes is you just can't put into words. She'll be fine. She was ready to hang it up. I think she was ready to hang it up when she had her child. She was trying to do both, but she's more focused on being a mom now. She's crazy about that little girl. She's actually got a very happy marriage. Her husband is nuts about her, which is so sweet to see. So she will make even more money now. So good for her. So we wish Serena and her family very well as they go into the next chapter of their lives. Let's see. Oh, okay. Jumping on my animal rights soapbox here for a while. The dolphin hunt in Taji has resumed. They go out and hunt from September 1st to, I think it's March 1st. Fishing boats out in Taji go out and they hunt dolphins. Mostly to be sold to aquariums, because that's where the money is. And usually they usually round up a pod, pick out the ones they want to sell, and then they slaughter the rest of them. It is so horrific. There was the documentary, The Cove, but it's still happening. World pressure has not convinced them to stop. They don't really seem to care. The pressure really has to come from within. Now, during COVID, there were Japanese activists up there monitoring, and it looks like, and they're back now. We had a Blue Coat Day yesterday, so pray for the dolphins. There's been a new lawsuit launched to try to stop the hunt. Nobody really eats dolphin meat anymore. It's loaded with mercury. It can really make you sick, but saying the money is in selling the dolphins to aquariums. So as I always said, never buy a ticket. But let's just take a look at the dolphins real quick. I'll use these. Yes, so pray for the dolphins. Will dolphin hunt in Taji ever end? I heard it will. I'm hearing it will, but it's going to come down to more to economics. Once there's no money in selling these dolphins or slaughtering them and selling them for meat, then it will kind of end. So this is where you come in. Never buy a ticket to an aquarium. Never go to a dolphin show. I'm just going to draw. I'm not going to do a full reading on the dolphins. We've got too much to go through. Will the dolphin hunt ever end? Got the cards 3 times. I think these cards are almost in reverse here. It will end. It won't be tomorrow, but plan of action, kind of charging through. But here, these 2 cards here, building. So there's a new lawsuit and searching. So they're finding a way. They're making plans. The activists, and really the people, I think the people of China, Japan, are just, right now they're kind of apathetic. I don't think, but I think that's changing. I love Japan. I love the Japanese people. But then, as the old, but then there's a new generation coming up now. And the new generation that's coming in, they don't want the patriarchy. Women don't, right now, usually women are still more the caregivers, but all that's changing. The patriarchy side, the old ways are changing because A, they're not sustainable, and B, the new kids coming, the kids are growing up and they don't want that. And that includes the dolphin hunt. The new generation, I'm like, no, this is not acceptable. So that's what I'm seeing here. Plan of action and change and plan. So yes, it will end. Let's just ask. Okay, I'll keep my readers on here. Okay, are you willing to answer questions today? Yeah, well, hey, show me yes. Thank you. You show me no. I forgot I have to do this when I'm filming. Okay, thank you. Are you willing to answer questions about the dolphins of Taji? Yes. Will the hunt ever end? Yes. Oh, thank God. Will it end within the next 5 years? Yes. That's great. There's a lawsuit now filed against the city of Taji to stop the hunt. Will it be successful? No. Okay. So basically, it's just going to become the public pressure from the Japanese people? Yes. I won't go into too much detail. I didn't want to spend too much time on this. But that's good. Hopefully the Taji hunt will end within the next 5 years, roughly. So please keep the dolphins in your prayers. Please tell them to run from the boats. and pray that this ends. There's no reason for it. All right, so Taji's off our list. Oh. Okay, let's get into some good stuff here. What did you think of Biden's speech? Wasn't it fabulous? I just loved it. I mean, and shame on the networks for not covering it. Just shame. Oh, it's too political. I mean, they had Trump in prime time half the time. So, you know, it's just incredible. It's just incredible. Just really, just shame on the networks. Shame on them. This is the Biden that we've been waiting for. You know, he called them out. He called the maggots out for what they are, and they're fascists. That's all they are, and it needed to be said. And God bless him for saying it. We can't have this kumbaya stuff anymore. I know my Senator Cory Booker is all about the kumbaya. And it's just, you can't negotiate with these people. You can't talk to these people. You can't. I mean, it's just been shown time and time again that they have no interest in bipartisanship. No interest at all. So, God bless them. And I think it helped. Maybe not sway any Republican voters, but I think it'll sway more Democrats to go to the polls. So, again, let's just draw 4 cards. How do the Democrats think of Biden's speech? I'm just hearing now, yeah, it absolutely lit a fire under Democrats. So I was happy to see there was some poll. I don't remember the poll, but democracy is on the ballot. All right, just 3 cards real quick, 4 cards real quick. I'm not going to do a full reading. Did Biden's speech ignite a fire under the Democrats? Justice on the bottom. A lot of justice coming up. A lot of perp walks coming up. Heading into calmer waters. Yeah. Democrats heading into smoother waters. New ideas, juggling, kind of balancing. We're starting on a new journey with a new message. So, let's just ask the trusty pendulum. Okay. Did Biden's speech ignite the Democrats? Yes. Well, more Dems turn out at the polls now. Yes. Did the speech change the minds of some Republicans about their party? Actually, yes. So will some Republicans now vote Democrat even in the next election just to save democracy? Abso-effing-lutely. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, there's still Republicans, but they said just in this next cycle, just to get the crazies out, that they're going to vote Democrat. Did you see the special election in Alaska? Alaska, I can see Sarah Palin's slamming the door behind her on the way out. So that was great. And I think this person will then, she was also the first indigenous native American in Alaska to actually win. I wouldn't say Alaska's turned blue yet. I think Ducey's going to win another term, but we'll look. But yeah, that's big, though, that the Republican lost, because there's only one House seat up in Alaska. So that was big. And also in New York State, there was a special election, and the seat flipped. So that's good too. So, all right, what's next on our list here? Let's see. I think I'll do the Artemis in a separate video. And I'm going to switch cards. Oh, okay. Shall we go to Mar-a-Lago? I mean, did you ever think that a sitting president would sell secrets to, basically to our enemies? I mean, did you ever think that a sitting president would commit espionage? And that is what he did. He committed, allegedly, it hasn't proven yet in a court of law, allegedly committed espionage for entertainment purposes only. I mean, it's just cray cray. But this is what you get when you get a two-bit mobster who's in debt to everybody. I mean, Putin put him in the White House to pay off his debts, and trust me, informants were killed. I mean, that was because Putin asked, for names, and Trump was only too happy to give it to him, and people were killed, and that will be proven. All right, so let's see. Oh, this is Judge Cannon. She's a Trump appointee and supposedly a member of the Federal Society. She's also unqualified. I think there was the Bar Association rated her unqualified, if I'm correct. She will be removed at some point. She's not qualified to be on the bench. But will she grant Trump's request and appoint a special master? I think she will, but let's see. But the problem is, though, I think DOJ can appeal this, and there's no legal standing for having a special master, but she's got to, show her fealty to Trump. There will be a house cleaning of all the judges. Sheila will be one of them who will just be removed from the bench. Well, I think she might even lose her law license too. So, let's see. Will Judge Cannon appoint a special master? Struggling. What should I do? Well, eventually I'll do a deep dive into Federal Society and lettered Leo. Will they ever pay for, I mean, what he's done to this country? She's been made an offer. There's definitely an offer here. You do this for me and I'll do this for you. But everybody's coming at her, you know. Do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this. Ten of Pentacles, not sure who's, at the end of the day, she's chained to the devil. It's a mess she grew. All right, it's not going to be a clear answer. Let's just ask. Sometimes we just need a yes or no answer. Will Judge Cannon appoint a special master? Saying no. Okay, great. Will she give any concessions into Trump? Yes. Okay. And as I said, will she eventually be removed from the bench? Absolutely. All right, so maybe this is what all the platinum planning is. But she is associating with some not very nice people. All right, so she's not going to appoint a special master. We'll see. But she's going to give Trump something. We shall see. Even if she appoints a special master, it's not going to do anything. He's just slowing down the inevitable. But unfortunately, the inevitable is coming at him like a freight train. So let's see. She would be removed. Well, we were talking about selling documents. I'm actually going to go to these. I'm going to go use my Vlad the Impaler. I usually use these for Trump and Putin. Did he sell documents? Did he sell documents to our enemies? A sitting president. Unbelievable. I'm not going to spend too much time. Now, I'm forewarning you, this is Vlad the Impaler tarot cards. So, may not be the easiest to look at, but I like them. What's at the bottom here? Nine of coins. All right. 4 cards. Did Trump sell documents to our enemies? And that's just not Putin. It could be Erdogan, and head of Turkey. Could be Xi Jinping. I don't care what he said. He did. Trump did a lot of business with China. China still has offices in Trump Tower. He had offices before he ran elections, so don't tell me he wasn't. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, these cards are all upside down. All right, well, these cards aren't too bad to look at. Okay. Five of stakes. Here's the magician. Here's the justice card. Justice, well, justice is coming for him, and here, I'll draw this here. Vlad and his family. Who's the Ten of Cups for? Who, Wheel of Fortune is changing. Really made an offer. Yeah. I love these cards. Yeah, he sold documents. I'll look at these cards because these cards are on fire. I'm sorry, I'm going to redo the read with I'm just going to stick to this deck. Did Trump sell documents? Hell yeah, he did. That's the answer I'm getting. There's no qualms about it. Then why was he holding on to all these documents? Well, A, he thought he could take the evidence of all his wrongdoing with them. They don't have it. They can't do anything to him. And using it as leverage. All right. Okay. Sailing in the smooth waters, but for whom? Of course, it's all about the money. Republican Party. Yeah, I did. Ten of Pentacles is raining money. This is also my card for the Republican Party. So between a rock and a hard place. He was obligated to Putin to give him information, to pay off his debts. So, but his karma's changing. And he's going to be doing a lot of defending. He sold documents. All right. Let's see, where are we? And let's just ask. Is he hiding? All right. Whoops. Is Trump hiding documents at other locations? Yeah, absolutely. Well, DOJ and FBI, do DOJ and FBI know this? Absolutely. Will there be further raids on his other properties? Absolutely. So, expect more raids. And let me see what else. Oh, did you see that now he's got in Trump Tower? He's got this wine, this whiskey and wine bar, like $25 cocktails. I mean, his base cannot afford to you know, can't afford any of this stuff. And, you know, the clientele he would like to attract won't go there. So, but anyway, it's sort of like, as somebody described, it's like a Hard Rock knockoff. He has all these pictures and all this stuff that he's probably not not supposed to have, but it's all on display, along with the presidential seal, which is also illegal, at this whiskey and wine bar, whatever. And one of the pictures there is, what's on display there is an empty, he took a whole bunch of empty folders that says confidential. You're not, anyway, that's also on display. I wouldn't be surprised if he has to return all that stuff at them. Let's see. What else? Questions? Oh, well, the $1 million question. Will Trump be arrested? Yes. Yes. Will all come out. It will take years and years. The Mueller report will make a comeback. I'll do a separate. I'll do another video on that, on the Mueller report. But yeah, the report will be making a comeback, and we will all see at one point the unredacted version, and we will see exactly. But so what am I doing? Oh yes, will Trump be arrested? Will Trump be arrested? Will Trump be arrested for espionage? Queen of Wands. Might be a female prosecutor. Yep. They're planning on it now. And this keeps coming back up. Kind of isolated right now. But there is a plan of action. Still, see, it's still in its infancy. Not yet. But it's coming. And everything will come spilling out. He'll be arrested and charged. Will he be convicted? That's the $1 million question. Will he be convicted? Will Trump be convicted? Empress, the women. That's a big old yes card to me. The RNC might try to make some backdoor deals to keep him from being convicted, like, let him go, and, because if he is convicted, it's the end of the party. But at the same time, nothing's going to stop it. Will Trump be convicted? Will Trump be convicted of espionage? Yeah. So the cards I'm reading, am I reading them right? Is the RNC going to try to get him off the hook? Will it be successful? All right. Yeah. But the $1 million question is, I mean, I had no doubt that he would be arrested and that he would be convicted. But will he go to jail? This is the $1 million question here. I mean, what do you do with a former sitting president? House arrest? I think I've read on this before, but house arrest? But what? So he commits espionage. He got people killed. Almost threw over, our democracy, and he's going to go on a house arrest where, which is going to be what, Mar-a-Lago, and let him play golf for the rest of his life? I mean, you can't do that. So the question is, will Trump actually, once he's convicted, will Trump actually go to a federal prison? No, I don't think so. Will he go to any kind of a prison? No. But will he be incarcerated somewhere? Yes. Yeah. Will he be incarcerated like at Mar-a-Lago or any of his properties? No. He has a home up in Westchester. I think is that where he will go? Yeah. I think that's it. All right. So you can't put him at one of his golf clubs at Mar-a-Lago, Bedminster. So possibly he has a home, I think, up in Westchester. Yeah, he never goes there, but probably may put him there. I mean, we'll see what happens. We get there. Let's just get him arrested first. And, don't take any joy in this. I mean, the fact that we actually had a sitting president who tried to overthrow this country, this is not, this is a sad, sad, dark time. But we will get through this. And we'll be very happy in November. Okay. Let me see, what else do I have? The only other notes I had for today are Giuliani was seen partying at some club in Times Square. I mean, this is a guy, he's done. He's done. I mean, his only thing now is, how does he not die in jail? My guess is he'll talk, if he hasn't already. Oh, let's do one more thing. Mark Meadows has turned over, after the raid on Mar-a-Lago, Mark Meadows has turned over more text messages and emails. Let's take a quick look at Mark Meadows. Show me Mark Meadows. scared shitless is what I, excuse my language, but that's just that's what they're telling me. You scared to go to jail? Yeah, he's huddling with attorneys. I don't know how he's paying for them, because I know Trump is not picking up. Let's just take a quick look. Is the RNC paying Mark Meadows' attorney bills? Because I don't know where otherwise how he's getting the money from it. Is the RNC paying Mark Meadows' attorneys? Yes. So if you're donating to the Republican Party, knowing that your donations are just going to pay attorneys. Mark Meadows. Show me Mark Meadows real quick. I'm just going to draw 4 cards. Yeah, he's trying to be a magician, all right. Ooh. Someone's out in the cold. He's wheeling and dealing. He might be making some deals. Searching for a way out. Plotting and planning, looking for a way out. Hence the magician card. Will Mark Meadows go to jail? Show me Mark Meadows. Will he go to jail? Getting a lot of wands. Guys, he's trying to stay out of jail. Will Mark Meadows go to jail? Yeah, but Trump's going to make him the fall guy, right? Or blame him. Here's the $1 million question. Does Mark Meadows regret aligning with Trump now? It's what happens when you make a deal with the devil. And I'll end it here. So we'll do this once a week, current events. If you have any current event that you would like me to read on, leave in the comments below. But again, the most important thing to do to take control of this is to vote, 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 and vote. Every single election. Presidential elections, the midterms, local elections, dog catcher. If there's an election, you vote. It's because of our apathy and we weren't paying attention that all this happened. I mean, look in Virginia, 8 million voters. Most of them 5 million stayed home. That's how they got Youngkins. He will not win another term. Anyway, yeah, he thinks he's going to be president. Never going to happen. So, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good Labor Day weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Life is for living. Arrivederci.